Welcome back to Fox 9 Sports Now. And this segment, we're going to dive into college basketball. And who better to have than the guy that broke the story that Richard Pitino was moving on? Henry Lake joins us now. And Henry, first off, okay, Richard Pitino seems to be in purgatory right now. What's going on?
Well, I think it's one of those situations right now where you're hearing rumors that his name is being floated out there for other jobs. So when that's the case, is there a possibility that the Gophers could find their next head coach and at the same time not have to pay specifically a massive buyout for Richard Pitino? I think that's some of the reason why we're not hearing right now that he's officially done at the U of M and that they're moving on.
All right, so everybody's going back and forth about where this program should be. I mean, people that live here have maroon and gold glasses on and thinking that they should be hanging banners every other year. But realistically, where do you feel this program could be?
I mean, realistically, you should be middle of the pack in the Big Ten. It's a university that that when you look at historically from a basketball program perspective, it's been pretty good. We've had some good coaches here. We've had some really good teams. And right now, when you're talking about the state of Minnesota as being so dominant from coast to coast nationally in different conferences with really good kids and really good recruits that probably should have been playing at the U. When you look at all of that, how can you say that the University of Minnesota Golden Gopher basketball job isn't a good job? You're in a Power Five. You got great recruits that have been going elsewhere to all the Dukes and the Kentuckys and the Colorados and the Gonzaga. So you can't tell me that this should not be a good program to sell in the Big Ten.
All right. So you look at the field. There's lots of names out there. Musselman has been up there. Dutcher's a name thrown around. Where do you think the Gophers might head?
Well, the latest information is somebody that I talked to earlier today told me that the number one candidate for the job is Brian Dutcher, that he is the number one candidate. The other name that people should be researching is from Loyola Chicago. That will be Porter Mosier, that he's somebody that they look at in terms of more of a backup plan. But when you start talking about Coach Dutcher, and everybody has looked at the one place that he'll go to because his buyout comes down dramatically is the University of Minnesota. I think one of the issues, though, is that San Diego State's going to pony up some more money. What is the actual number that you're willing to pay to get him to leave a really good situation that he's been in, right? Because San Diego State's a good program, and he's got that thing locked and loaded. So what is it going to take to get him to Dinkytown? So I think that's a question out there. Eric Musselman, who I think is a great candidate, I just don't see that happening. Arkansas, from the people that I talked to earlier today, they're ready to give him some more money. He's doing a great job there and really is taking Arkansas to another level. So a lot of it has to do with the financial ramifications of the buyout and who can you sign at what the number is going to be.
All right, let's get into the tournament. The brackets are out. A lot of people are saying Gonzaga or the field. Which side do you go on? Jalen Suggs, can he do it by himself?
I mean, Gonzaga could do it, and, they could go coast to coast without, having a loss on the season. But I got to go with the field on this one. As much as I like the Zags, Illinois is a national championship contending team. You look at Baylor and what they've done this year in the Big 12. They're a national championship contending team.
Thank you so much for the time. Check them out weeknights on WCCO radio from 9 to 1. Great stuff all the time, and it's not just sports. Henry, thank you so much for doing this. Really appreciate it.
Thanks, Jim. Thanks for having me, as always.